You should be good now. Hello, hello. Testing 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 15, 17. Sorry. We're just naming all the numbers here. You should be good now. Hello, hello. Okay. The sound's on. Okay, the sound's on. We good to go. Yeah. Wow, y'all are killing it. Holy cow. Okay, you're good. Okay, whoa. Hey, I'm sorry. I don't know why I didn't plug it in. I was trying to show y'all what I wrote on the board. You see how I wrote Happy Thanksgiving? Ignore the fact that I spelled it wrong. I almost spelled it wrong. Okay, I put an A after the T. I don't know where I got that from. Happy Thanksgiving? I'm sorry. So just ignore that and ignore the turkey thing I drew. You know how you do like the hand turkey? I didn't remember where the eyes go. So I was like, oh, where do I put the eyes? So I just kind of left it as a goofy hand. All right, that's not what we're here for, though. We're here for we're here for the pregame show. You guys are asking about Swift. We're still kind of waiting. We're still kind of waiting for the final, but we'll be live as it comes out. We're waiting for that final inactive list. I haven't got it yet, at least. So we'll check on that. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Amen. I'm excited. Woo! I'm excited. Hey, it's nice to go a little bit closer to the game, like live closer to game time. That's actually kind of nice, because we should get the inactive list as we wait. Now, Lions Twitter, they do a good job. They actually upload this, they post this, so we'll see it. We'll see it when they put it out. The Texans will do the same thing. They just haven't put it out yet, from what I know. So we're kind of. Oh no, they just put it out. Hold up, they just put it out. Okay, hold up. Okay. So, here's the inactives. Okay, so it's everything we expected. Oh, dang. Oh, you ain't going to like to hear this. Y'all ain't going to want to hear this one. Let me get myself out of the way of the screen. Okay. Let me get myself out of the screen. All right, there we go. Rock with me, y'all. Rock with me. Let's get through this. Man, if they could put it out a few minutes early, like 1 minute earlier, it would have been perfect. It would have been great. All right. Boom. Who's in, who's out? Swift not playing. Yes. Okay, so Swift just got added to the out list. He was questionable for a minute now. So we got 7 players out, right? I think it's 7. 7. And these aren't just like, hey, we just got a couple scrubs out. Like, no. We got 7 players out. Actually, from what I'm seeing right now, it doesn't even look like David Blau's inactive. David Blau might be active. I mean, we so injured, we have Blau active. Think about that for a second. Dang. Is Stafford playing? Yes, Stafford is playing, which is great. If you got Stafford, you got a chance, right? I mean, that's just how it goes. But backs against the wall. They got to fight out of that. Also, let me check on the Texans. Let me see if they put something up. I just want to check, see if they put their inactives up. We know for the most part what they're looking like. They did put theirs up. So let's check this out. Any surprises here? Oh, Isaiah Coulter's out. Okay. Charlie Heck. So we could. You know what? Let me just show you on the screen. Let me just put it on the screen. Okay. Here's the Texans side of things. Really, not a lot of. I would say not a lot. I mean, Colin. I can't say his last name. Is it Cullen? I don't know how to say this dude's name. The fullback, he was questionable, so he's not playing. Laramie Tunsil will play, so that's good. They get their starting tackle. Isaiah Coulter, he's like a 3rd or 4th string receiver. He's not playing. And then Kenny Stills and then Randall Cobb, we already know he's out as well. So for the Texans, they're dealing with some injuries as well. They got some weapons. I mean, 2 receivers. Actually, 3 receivers, to be honest with you. Their fullback. Their offensive line's healthy, which is good. Josh McCown, that's a big one. They lost their 3rd-string quarterback. Oh, snap. They're in trouble. Yeah. But, yeah. So, hey, I'm just glad the chat's on the screen. That's what's up. That's what I like to see. Should obviously be a fun game. You know what's crazy? Yes, Swift is out. Let me pull this back up here. Here we go. This is the inactive list. What was I saying? I can't remember what I was going to say. Okay. Yeah, Swift is listed as out, y'all. Swift is out. Swift's inactive. He's not playing today. He was listed as questionable. No. I was really, like, if they would have put this out 1 minute earlier, we would have had this, and I wouldn't have had to go to their Twitter. But I had to because they didn't put this out. So, you fake being sick to watch this? You fake being sick? What are you trying to get out of, man? All right. Is Swift in? Swift is not in. Swift is not playing. Swift's out for this game. He is inactive. Virgin going to be starting cornerback today. Okay, he shouldn't be a starting corner. He should get in just a little bit if needed. Think of D Virgin as our Chris Jones for today. All right, Chris Jones. Remember when Chris Jones was here? He played like 3 snaps. Like if someone got, remember when Okuda got really tired and he ran off to the side? He said he was gassed. That'll be D Virgin today. We should be good with Amani, Because Amani's not out, right? I don't think Amani was on there. Unless if Amani's on there, are we in trouble? I don't think he was. We just looked at it. I don't think he was. Let me check again. Yeah, Amani's not on there. So Amani's healthy. We still got Trufant. We still got Coleman. So we got our top 3 corners healthy. It's just the depth that we're really lacking because Tony McRae, Michael Ford, those guys are out. Obviously Jeff Okuda's out. So you're really just lacking a lot of depth right here. Matt Patricia going to play on the defense line today. You know what? Maybe he could. I mean, hey. Okay. We will lose because of Swift. We shouldn't lose because of Swift. That's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. It's one thing to miss a player. It's another thing to lose because he's not here. I get the quarterback position. 100%. I completely get it, especially when you don't have a reliable backup. But to lose a receiver and a running back and not be able to be competitive you got to score points. Like, at the end of the day, there's no excuses for Bevel, man. We got to score points, right? It's simple. It's as simple as that. You got to put your offense in positions to score points, even if they're not there. Again, even without Stafford, guys, we didn't score 0 points one time last year. Think about that. We scored 0 last week. That can't happen again. This team needs to score some points, all right? Teams miss players all the time. We need to find a way to put up some points. And honestly, I think, on paper, this seems like a high-scoring game. I think the over-under is actually 51, which is pretty high. That's the over-under in this game. But I don't really know if it's going to be like that. I think most of the times for the Lions, I don't know if this is true, but I would usually bet the under. It seems like each team scores less, but who knows? I mean, sometimes not, because you got to think the Vikings game. Well, the Colts game was like 54 points. Yeah, it was like 54 points, to be honest. Must win. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. It should be a fun day, man. 12:30 start. I think I told you guys yesterday it was a noon start. I lied. My fault. It's 12:30 start. My bad. I'll take the L for that one. I didn't know that. I thought it was at noon. So, did they change that, or has that always been a thing? Let's go, Dion. I ain't been on the tube. I'm back. What's good, Mike? Glad to see you're back, man. You still making that new, says it's time to get Swifty? It's time to get Swifty. Hey, I didn't even know that was an idea. Time to get Swifty? Is that cool? I mean, maybe. Shoot, I could write that down. I never even thought of that. It's time to get Swifty. Oh, man, I got my tic-tac-toe. Hey, who watched the preview/prediction video? Let me know. Who watched my preview video yesterday? What did y'all think? Y'all like that better than the standard edition? You like that better than the standard edition or what? Like, I'm just saying, it was a little bit different. We mixed it up a little bit. This is our prime time. Hey, we got to take advantage of it because we don't get another one. We got to take advantage of this one. Oh my gosh. Get King out of here. What? Michigan basketball looks good. Dude, I was so excited yesterday watching him because one, they were playing Bowling Green, which was cool. And Bowling Green's a heck of a team in the MAC. I hope Bowling Green goes out and wins the MAC. And then, just there's certain players on there that I was watching for it. Okay, it was just hype. That video was funny. Y'all like that? Okay, it was lit. Okay, that's what I like to see. Now, I have realized I didn't even make my prediction. Like, I didn't even throw in a number in there for the Lions side of things. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess I don't have a prediction. We were too busy fighting. I didn't have a prediction of it. So 9-6 Texans. I hope not. Because here's the thing: if you lose, at least make it entertaining. 9-6 is not entertaining. I mean, some people like that. Some people like that. I don't like that. Not with our players in offense. I don't like that. Kid Blue, what's good, man? Hey, the Giants, y'all are picking it up a little bit. I see you. I saw myself on Thanksgiving parade, and I look super weird on TV. Oh my gosh. What channel is the game? The game should be on Fox. I'm assuming the game's on Fox. I think they're both on Fox because you got the Steelers and Ravens game was actually moved. So I think they're both on Fox. 75-3 Lions. Okay. Swift was just ruled out. Yeah, Swift is out. I actually have these kind of backwards here. Let me do this. Let me copy these and put them underneath. Let me fix this because this looks kind of goofy. I'm not gonna lie. Let me fix that. Bam. There we go. Now we're looking good. We're looking good. Yep. Boom. Boom. Yeah, there we go. See, I had to fix that because it's confused. It's on CBS. Oh, snap. Okay, I'm sorry. It's on CBS. Steele's the big name for the Texans. Yeah, Steele's a big name. Cobb's a big name. And Cobb's, I don't know why they didn't put him on their inactive list. I wonder if they put him on IR because my camera just go out. We good? Oh, snap. Okay, y'all, my camera just went out. Hold up. Hold up. What the heck? All right, we got a backup. Don't worry about it. My camera's been acting goofy, man. I think I'm gonna have to. I might have to install a new camera, man. This camera's acting goofy for me. It always be turning off on me for some reason. So let me just switch over to my backup. This is why it's great to have a backup. You know, you always got to be prepared for these situations. Boom, we're back at it. Look at that. Boom, we're just right back at it. Now it's a different angle, but we're back at it. But what were we talking about? I don't remember what we were talking about. Oh yeah, Randall. Like I wonder if he's placed on IR because they said he'd be out for multiple weeks. So I wonder if they put him on IR for not putting him on actives because you don't usually put players you have on IR on inactive because it's just like, well, he's on injury reserve. Of course he's inactive. Yeah, tons of guys missing. Yeah, they got a lot of guys missing, man. This is tough. I mean, look, like, I feel like a lot of teams are, for sure, but, we're missing some big names here. Didn't hear about Flowers. I'm assuming because it's a short week, we didn't hear about Trey Flowers at all. But honestly, man, like, you look at these names, like, you should still be able to find a way to win with these names out. Like no question. Kid Blue, hey, man, I appreciate it. I'm mad Swift is out. Had him in fantasy, but good luck to Lions, man. Keep it great. Hey, shout out to Kid Blue in the building. Hey, go check him out. He's a Giants guy. Kid Blue does the Giants, man. He's killing it over there. And, hey, maybe the Giants, can they win the NFC East? Hopefully. I'd be good with that. Do I watch The Simpsons? Not really. I'm going to be honest, not really. Will we see Jonathan Williams today? I wouldn't expect it. Not after not seeing him last week. I wouldn't expect it. Look at my guy. My guy. Appreciate it, man. Randall Cobbs is buns about Aaron Rodgers. Hey, he's had some solid numbers this year. Come on now. Anyone else see? Brady is not a very good QB. Woo, that's tough. Hey, I don't know about all that, but dang. Golladay isn't going to sign. No, it doesn't look like Galladay's going to sign with the Lions. I mean, shoot. Dude, the Lions are, like, right now where they put themselves is like, okay, from what we've seen so far, because of the lack of putting players in the right position or, the fact that we just play a completely different game because Galladay's not there, is put us in a spot where the Texas feet. Right, you like that? Okay, but since we've done that, we're at that position where it's, okay, either pay Golladay or don't score points. I mean, that's almost what it seems like right now, and that shouldn't be the case. We have no leverage towards Kenny Golladay either because we just lose without him. Like, we can't win without Golladay. It's like I said in our video, we've made our receiver the most valuable player on the team, which is nuts. Like, that shouldn't be the case, but it's pretty much the case right now, right? I mean, how many teams have their most valuable player in a receiver? But we've done that because we've been dreadful without him on offense, which is terrible. That should not be the case. And when I look at this injury report, yeah, I mean, I see a lot of names out, but Danny Amendola, okay, he's like your third string. You still got Agnew. I see Michael Ford, okay, he's a fourth string corner. I see Austin Bryant. Dude plays a little bit on the defensive line, mainly a special teams guy. Yes, you're missing your top receiver. Deshaun Hannon, depth lineman. Jeff Okudah. Honestly, you still got 3 starters you could put over him. Swift, yeah, you're missing your top running back. You should still find a way to win these games, though. Like you got to find a way. Let me actually fix this right. And it's not like we're going out here playing, we're playing a solid team, right? They got some weapons. We know they can put up a lot of points. But these are not injuries that should be like, okay, you can't win now. Teams have dealt with injuries like this. So, they can't look at this as an excuse, man. They got to go out there and make it happen. Get a wide receiver for 1 pick. Still got Hawkinson and Jones. Exactly. You still got Hawk. You still got... And when you get them involved, they make plays. I mean, you still got a lot of receiver depth. You still got good tight ends. You still got good tight ends. Like Anada, he's only been thrown to like twice. You got Hawk. He's a heck of a player when he gets going. You still got you still got weapons. There's no reason this offense is just awful. And I think someone said offensive line. Our offensive line is healthy. So aside from Big V, so let's make it happen. I hope we lose out and draft a new QB and get a new coach and GM. It's possible. I don't ever root for my team to lose. If it happens, it happens. I've seen enough losing for me to root for losing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't root for a team to lose when I've seen it every year. But I could see that happening. And I definitely think we'll go get a new quarterback. I don't know, if he'll be the starter next year. It really depends on who's here. Oh.
I hope we lose. I'll draft a new QB and get new coach and GM.
Appreciate it, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Who is that? Who is my man here? With the J. What's your name? Oh, Jonathan. Jonathan, appreciate you, man. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think they'll go out for quarterback. I don't know if he'll be the starter or not next year if they go early round because, Stafford may or may not be here. It really just depends, I think, on who comes in because, there's probably a good chance that if we lose out, there'll be new people here. Like, let's, they're not going to keep the same guys here if we lose out. And for them, you know, they got to look at this as there's still an opportunity. I mean, as you put yourself in Patricia's shoes and Quinn, like, you got to see an opportunity here where, okay, yeah, we haven't looked great. And is it unlikely? Of course it's unlikely. But when you're in that position, you got to just say, well, here's where we are. All right, we're where we are. We got to go make it happen. Regardless of, you know, what the odds are and things like that, we got to just go make it happen. And if you do take it week by week, and, you know, you just got to try to win, because honestly, that's all you can do at this point, you know, as a coach and stuff. I mean, there's really nothing you could do but just try to win games, because, you know, otherwise you're going to get fired. And the opportunity is still there. It's not like we're in a position where, if we win out, we're still not making the playoffs. Like, you'll make it, but obviously that's super unlikely. But their mindset has to be, we got to go win out. Their mindset has to be, we got to find a way to run the table. You know when Aaron Rodgers said that, you know, and they ran the table? That's what their mindset has to be. We just got to win out. You got to make it happen. So, you know, our side of things, you know, we can look at how unlikely that is, but for them, that's got to be their mindset. It's just, we got to go win out. We got to win every single game. We got to go make it happen week by week. So, you know, because obviously if you're in that position, you're not saying, let's just lose for the next guy, right? So they got to go out there and try to win. Okay, I think my guy, hey, I appreciate the super chat. I'm gonna wait though. I want to hear it read to me. Okay, just appreciate you, Jonathan. Okay, hold on. Let me read. Let it read. Is it going to read to me? I think I might have jinxed it. Maybe it's not reading anymore. I might have to read it myself. Oh, here we go.
No, we must keep Stafford and let him train him up. Then he got get a ring next year.
We'll get a ring next year? Okay. Hey, I want to keep I'm good with keeping Stafford too. I would like to have someone, especially if our team is like, if we completely like kind of redo this team again, you know, with new guys, I would love to have a quarterback that's like, okay, yeah, I mean, it's a lot to put him through. I mean, I guess there's both sides, right? If you're going to restart a team, will Stafford want to go through that, knowing that, hey, my long-term probably isn't going to be here, unless you bring in guys that kind of just retool the roster and they don't necessarily rebuild it. They're just kind of like, okay, just a couple tweaks here and there, and we think we got a roster to win games. If they think that, then all of a sudden Stafford could, you know, possibly stay. If Stafford's looking at it saying, well, you know, we're restarting, I don't know if I want to go through this again because I'm probably not the long-term. They drafted a quarterback behind me. Maybe this is my opportunity to go somewhere else and try to win now. As much as I'd really hate that. That could be the way that he looks at it. So, you know, obviously they would have those discussions, because if Stafford's not going to want to be there, they won't keep him just to force him to stay. You know, they'll move him if he wants to. So it really depends on who comes in. You know, what kind of coach comes in, what kind of guy comes in, what does he think of the roster. If a guy like Caldwell came in, for example, I could see a guy like Caldwell coming in and Stafford staying. Because if you guys remember what Caldwell said, that when he came in, you know, he wasn't trying to build his own roster. He was just trying to rock with what was here. So if a guy like that came in and he just wanted to make a few tweaks, now I can see Stafford staying and saying, okay, yeah, look, let's rock this. I'll help the young guy, because I think Stafford would do that. But I think because he's been through it. You know, Stafford came into a team that was 0-16, so he's been through the whackness. But if you get a guy that comes in, he wants to completely rebuild the situation, I don't know if he'll want to go through that again. And I wouldn't blame him if he doesn't want to go through that again. You know, like, hey, I'm 30, you know, I'm 30 plus years old. This is like my prime. Like, this is where it's going to happen. You know, I don't know how long I'm going to play. I don't really want to sit through a rebuild if you know, there's not a lot of opportunity here. So, you know, that's kind of where the Lions are. So it just depends on who they bring in next, if they bring in somebody next. They play on CBS. I got you. Thank you, Kobe. We need new coaches. Could happen. DD2. I finally got down on Madden 21. You were the head coach. Oh, man. Hey, Corey, come on, man. Tell him. I got to be the head coach. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my gosh.
I want Stafford to get a ring, but he won't with the Lions. I truly don't think the Lions care about winning that for too long.
Why did it take a break? Why did it pause? Okay, stop. Hey, appreciate you. I want him to get a ring, too. I think they care about winning. They just aren't doing it. Like, I mean, I can't tell you whether or not they care about winning, but, like, I don't look at the owners and say, okay, like, I get it's the only constant, but I don't look at the owner and say, well, you know, they're holding back. They're not letting the Lions spend money, you know. They haven't cleaned the house during the season because of a terrible start. Like, they've done that. Like, they went out and started 1-7, and the Lions were like, that's unacceptable. They cleaned the house. During the year, during the season, they cleaned. Not a lot of teams do that. They just, all right, let's make it happen. We're firing people. And they finished 6-2 that season. I think they care about winning, but unfortunately, like, you got to find guys and you got to rock with them, and maybe these aren't the guys, but we haven't been able to really find that. And if we have found that, we may have passed on the opportunity, but you got to, like, find those guys, rock with them, because, you know, 3 years fire doesn't really work. Now, unfortunately, That might not be Patricia. So keeping him, you might just be wasting more time. You definitely could be. And that seems like that's going to be the reality. But, I think that's how it's going to work. So I think they care about winning. They just really haven't found the right way to do it. And I think finding a head coach and a GM that fit together is like finding a quarterback. It's super difficult to find something because then not only are you trying to make that decision for the first year like a quarterback, you're trying to decide, okay, as years go on, should we keep this thing rolling? Are we wasting more time? Should we be looking for something else? Or is this something that we just need to run with? It's kind of tough. It's a tough spot to be in. So I don't look at it and say, well, the owners are holding back. They don't want to help this team win. It's just tough, and unfortunately, we haven't found that yet. We haven't made it click yet. We just haven't figured it out. Luckily, I think the Browns may be onto something. They got Stefanski in there, and they look like they might be onto something. So, shout out to the Browns, man. They're a team that's starting to get it rolling. They're second in the NFC and AFC North, right? And the only reason they're second is because the team's 10-0. So shout out to them. Made Dion coach. He knows football better than our coaches combined. Oh man. Why are you saying boo, Detroit Lions suck? Oh, are you a Texans fan? Okay, I got you. Hey, you want to talk about Texas? Hey, Texas fans, if you're a Texas fan in the building, let me know. How y'all feeling about today's game, baby? How's the Texas fans feeling? Yo, what up, Patrick Mahomes? Okay. I kind of walked into that. You know what? Until I get a haircut, dog, I'm just going to keep walking into that one, because I don't know when this started. I think it started on FTFN, and Joe called me Mahomes I think it was the first time he saw me, he called me Mahomes, man. We meeted up, we did a video. The first time I talked to him, he's like, hey, you want to do this video on my show? I'm like, let's do it. We talked about Golladay and stuff before the season. He called me Mahomes in the video or before we started, and now I'm Mahomes. I'm like, okay, well, when I grow up, am I starting to look like Mahomes because of the beard? No shave, no. Y'all probably can't even tell. Dang. Okay. If we win, we back in the race. That's got to be their mindset, shoot. Mr. G. Is it Mr. G or Mr. G? I feel like I've asked you that before. Will the Lions fire Sideshow Bob and Krusty P if we lose our set? If they lose today, will they fire them? It's tough because I don't know how the Lions are looking at it. I don't know if there's a big benefit to firing them now because, from a fan perspective, if your thought of his fan is hey, the Lions are terrible with them, they're going to lose with them, then wouldn't it almost be better off just to keep them and then just keep losing, And for their sake, until you're mathematically eliminated, I don't think it's necessarily fair. Let's say the Lions fired him. Boom, they lose, they fire him. Boom, you're 4-7, they fire him. What are you going to? Is Darrell Bevell your head coach? I don't want Darrell Bevell as my head coach. Did I see? I didn't see him take a shot, but you told me about it. I got to check that out. I don't really want to see you as a head coach. Yeah, you can move Coombs there, but will you really be gaining anything during this year? Unless you realistically see one of these coordinators and you're saying this guy could be our next head coach, I don't really know if there's much that you're gaining from firing him because if you think you're going to be bad, I thought the camera was over here. That's my fault. You know what I mean? If there's a guy that they're looking at in the staff, they're saying this could be our next guy, then okay, then it makes sense. Then I could see why you would at least give an opportunity. Hey, maybe you are the next head coach. Maybe you could take it over. I don't know. Yeah, but I really don't know there if it's really going to help you too much. I could see it. I guess it sends a message, but at this point, you're sending a message, but it's not really going to get received because you're 4-7. Who's receiving that message, right? My guy said, I really don't think the Fords care about. Well, yeah, hey, I don't agree. I don't believe they don't, but at the same time, I know they won't sell them. Why would you sell a football team? What the heck? I would never sell a football team. If I own an NFL team, I would never sell that. What the heck? Hey, we talked about Jeff Bezos. We thought maybe there was a chance. There was a chance, but they didn't. I would never sell a football team, man. There's just so much money there, dude. Because you got to think, even when your team's trash, people buy merchandise, tickets. They're buying season tickets every year. There's people that do this every year. They don't care, right? They don't care about the result. They want the result to be good, but they'll do it, right? They'll buy the tickets. They'll buy the season tickets. They'll buy the merchandise. So as an owner, yeah, you're going to have better years than other years, but, you got to be making some steady cash, right? You're always got to be making some steady cash as an owner. So I would never sell a team. Wow. EDP for head coach. Man, the whole EDP thing is getting kind of wild. I just checked it out yesterday. I didn't know that was all going on. I'm like, what is wrong with... anyways, Swift should be in because that's what I heard. Hey, and he's on the inactive list, so he's not supposed to play. I don't know who told you that. I mean, maybe, hopefully they're right, but he was on the inactive list, so it doesn't look like he's going to get to play. The first football teams ever. The old school way of coaching isn't working. Yeah, I mean, you know, here's what I think really is going wrong. This is my personal opinion. What I think is the problem with Patricia is that he's never been a coach before, and he's tried to take over an organization that, you know, he was trying to make his. And of course, like, you're gonna try to make it yours. Like, you're brought in as a head coach. You're gonna try to make it your thing. But he's taken over an organization that's never consistently been successful. I know they were, you know, they had winning seasons under Caldwell, and you know they were like, okay, 9-7, 7-9, that kind of deal. But really, like, they weren't good in any area. I mean, aside from fourth quarter comebacks, I mean, as seasons gone on, they just kind of got worse at everything. Like, they couldn't run the ball well. Their defense was below average by the time he was out. I mean, everything was like, okay, yeah, we're just kind of relying on fourth quarter comebacks here. And he tried to, like, okay, we're going to take this thing over. We're going to make it happen. But Patricia's never coached before. So for him, it wasn't like, you know, he's trying to come over. He's like, okay, this is my defense and things like that. But I don't think he actually, you know, realized that it's not just, okay, this is a scheme. You know, I got a scheme for the other team. I'm actually the guy that's basically just overlooking the process of everything. So as he learned that, I think that's what you're seeing is he's gone through a lot of hiccups trying to learn how to be a head coach. There's a lot of responsibilities that coordinators don't have to deal with. You know, I mean, heck, even just talking to the media, you rarely see a coordinator talk to media. All the time, Patricia has to talk to media. All this stuff, right? As head coaches, it's just a completely different job, huge different responsibilities. So you could scheme great, but if you can't run a team, you know, if you can't get the players to all buy into something, that makes it difficult. So, you know, he's tried to do that, right? That's what I think. That's what I think is what's difficult for Patricia, and that's what I think is why he's really struggled in Detroit, is because he's never done this before, and he's trying to do his own thing here, but he doesn't have the experience. That's why I want to bring in a guy that's been a former head coach, and we've actually seen more success there from our head coaches that have been here before or have been a head coach before, because I think we need a guy that's, okay, I know how to do it, I know how to run things, and even, you know, if I haven't had the best track record, I at least know what it takes to build a team, to turn it around, things like that. I think Patricia, he didn't know that. Like, I mean, I think his first year, this guy's like, I'm trying to figure out how to set up practices. Like, that's something that you're thinking, wait, hold up, a head coach is trying to figure out how to set up a practice? Like, yeah. And then, it's not an excuse, but second year, like, okay, you lose Stafford. I mean, he's just kind of banking on Stafford, right? And he loses him. So now he's like, well, dang. So I think that's what really happened with Patricia. And unfortunately, that's what happens sometimes when you go to a coordinator and you don't have really a foundation built, right? We didn't really have a foundation anywhere, but you went to a coordinator to be a first-time head coach, and that's difficult, right? That's tough, and I think that's where the Lions really, really hurt themselves here. So, I mean, I think he's still trying to figure it out, but 9-7 isn't good enough. We want to take the next step. Hey, they never said 9-7 isn't good enough, but they did say, you know, they want to beat the winning teams. Technically, they have a higher winning percentage. Again, I mean, that's their mentality, and it was a fine mentality to have. I think Bob Quinn, you know, I can't really fault him for saying that he wanted to take something to the next level, because if you realistically look at where this team was, you can't tell yourself this was any kind of contender. Were they a playoff team? Yes, but you know, for the Lions, us fans, it was great because it was like, well, dang, we're a playoff team. Like, well, like, we don't get this. But for his point of view, he wasn't looking at that. He was saying, okay, here's where we are. We want to be that team. We want to be a Super Bowl contender. And when he came in, I think it was just like, you're trying to do that with a guy that's never done it before, and unfortunately, they've had a lot of hiccups along the way, and it's not there. It's just not there, and it could mean another reset. So, like, I mean, I can't fault him for saying that, hey, I'm going to go get my guy because now I'm the GM. I mean, you can't fault the guy for getting his guy. Because that's the thing, the GM and coach have to be on the same page. If not on the same page, it just ain't going to work. And not only that, I mean, you know, they got to be on the same page, but if his vision was to make this team like really good and not, because I mean, we could all see it, like we see it, you can look at the numbers, like this wasn't a great team aside from really the fourth quarter comeback. So he was trying to take it to the next level, and it didn't work. It kind of crashed and burned, and it's like, oh well, we didn't get to the next level, so here we are. Urban Meyer for head coach. Look, I'm not an Ohio State fan, but dang, if Urban Meyer wanted to coach here, come on over, my boy, come on over. Quinn saves his job by firing Patricia. I don't know, man. And you got to think, I mean, that was Quinn's guy. Like, Quinn wanted the guy to be on the same page. And you know what? If Quinn can adjust, if he can say this and he can be like, okay, you know what, I can adjust. I don't need a guy like this. I don't need someone I'm familiar with. I don't need a guy that's kind of thinking the Patriot mindset that I did. I'll just say about Patriot mindset, whatever you want to call it. Then yeah, I mean that could save his job, but at the same time, will he think that way? Right? Will his mindset be that way, or it's going to be, hey, here's the guy that I want. I honestly just want to fired and Stafford traded. I know you do, man. I know you do, and it's probably gonna happen soon. You know, it could definitely happen soon, especially if they lose. You know, if they continue to lose. I don't know if it'll be during the year because I just don't know if the Lions will see much of a benefit there. Because I feel like when you do it during the year, you're thinking, okay, one of these guys could take over, or you do it earlier in the year, right? One or two, either do it early in the year, or you're thinking another guy could take over and he could show you something. At this point, I don't know if we have either of those, so I don't know if they'll do it during the season. But hiring your friend is not the recipe. I mean, hey, look, but he doesn't know either. I mean, you got to think this is Quinn, his opportunity to be the GM, right? And if you're hired as a GM, right? You only know what you know, right? You know what you know. You know what you've seen work. And for him, the best thing was Patricia. Now, to us, we can say in hindsight it didn't work. I think a lot of people thought it could work. In hindsight, it didn't, but. That's what he knows. He knows, okay, this works. Like, that's what he felt when he hired him. This is going to work. This guy knows how to win. I'm familiar with this guy. I know that, you know, we can make this work. Because this is his opportunity, too. This was his opportunity to be a general manager and to try it out. So he went, and when he decided to get his new guy, he wanted to take that on and say, let's get a guy that, you know, has the same vision of me, as what I want to try to do. And that's what he tried to do with Patricia. And again, unfortunately, it just didn't work, you know. But I can't fault him for that. You know, it's hard to fault him. Like, yeah, I can say, well, it didn't work, you're trash. Like, yeah, it didn't work, no question. But I can't really fault him for saying, hey, you know what? This is my guy. I'm going to try to go get him, and we're going to try to make this thing happen. And it didn't. And it hasn't. I thought it's going to be a good head coach. Yeah, I think a lot of people did. And, you know, that's the thing, again. Like, I can't fault him too much because, again, that's like his... You know, I mean, who would you get? Like, if I'm a first-time general manager, I'm like, okay, I'm going to be a GM. Who am I going to hire? And I've worked somewhere where the team has had success. Someone's been a part of that. I know this guy. This is my guy. And this is my first time doing it. I'm like, okay, well, me and you have the same mindset. We have the same vision of how we could do this. Let's go try it together. I wouldn't go get someone random and like, okay, well, this is weird. We're not really thinking the same way. So, you know, hey, man, that's just kind of how it is. Friends don't challenge your ideas. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I mean, look, I'm sure they have different thoughts and ideas on how to do things. But again, you have to be on the same page. I'm sure they have things they differ about. I mean, I can't tell you what they say behind the scenes. But they got to be on the same page to a level. And, you know, friends, yeah, I mean, you get guys that you're familiar with. Like, he's probably not going to jump out. I mean, how many GMs, you know, are going to jump out when they're first-time GM and grab someone that they're not on the same page? That's kind of what he had with Patricia Caldwell. He didn't think they were on the same page, and he wanted to get his guy. And I'm sure, you know, they have differing opinions on certain things. But you have to have that same vision. And sometimes the vision just doesn't work. Sometimes it doesn't get an opportunity to work, whatever it may be. And I think that's kind of what happened here. Get the coach from Oregon or Stanford. Ooh, I don't even know those guys' names, to be honest with you. I did my college coach video if y'all want to check it out. No run blocking or pass blocking needs to start there. Yeah, and I at least say they, you know, they've started building an offensive line, which I'm happy about, is that there's something here, and I see something for the future. You know, I see a O-line that no matter who takes over next could look at this offensive line and say, okay, hey, look, we got some kind of foundation to build off from this part, from the trenches, right? You still got a lot of young guys. You have a lot of guys yacked up. So no matter who comes in could look at this O-line, and they won't have to really scrap it. I mean, we haven't even stayed in Stenberg play, and he's on the team here. He's a young guy, and he could take over at some point. So I think that's what's nice. It's nice is that you got something there. There's a positive, right? And you always need an offensive line. You don't got an offensive line, you in trouble. Swift out, that sucks. It does, man. It does. Yeah, see, I'm not buying the whole Chiefs coordinator thing. Like, I like the thought of it. I'm just a little bit too worried about it. Again, that's just another guy that hasn't done it. And I also, when you look at what he's done, I think this is the right guy. I think Eric is this guy, but I don't think he was great coaching elsewhere. If I remember correctly, I think he coached in college as a coordinator, I think. But a lot of it also, you know, I know Andy Reid disciples are usually better, so that could be some reason to maybe do it. Why do we not start Mike Vrabel instead of Patricia? Is this his guy? I mean, you got to think, hey, which one does he like? You know, I mean, I don't know. I don't know his reasons for that. I don't know. You know, that's his dude, so he jumped on it. What was I talking about? I completely lost. Yeah, but I don't know if I completely buy the Eric one because, yeah, I knew he wasn't great aside from Andy Reid. When he was with Andy Reid, like, how much is that Reid? Because a lot of guys look good when you're with a guy like Andy Reid. So I'm a little bit worried. And then the biggest worry I have with coordinators, again, is that they've never done it before. That's my concern with coordinators. It's not that it can't work. They just have never done it before, and historically, coordinators in Detroit really haven't worked before. Unless they were already in the organization or they're a former head coach, it really doesn't work in Detroit. I mean, that's not where the most successes came from for us. So I'm just a little bit worried about grabbing a coordinator and kind of putting them into the same spot that Patricia will be in is, okay, hey, first time doing this, let's see what we can do. Who's our general manager? Are they coming in together again? And maybe this time it works. Maybe they figure it out. And, maybe he's got a different mindset that works better. And that could be the case. I just haven't completely, bought into that yet. I just want a guy that has experience, that knows what it takes to turn something around. And I just don't know if you're getting that with a coordinator. And it has nothing to do with Eric. It's just simply that, I want the guy that's been a coach before. As Duty jumped. Hey, okay, pause on that. Hold up, stop. Hey, y'all, you really, okay, as long as you didn't clip it. Hey, pause on that. No, I'm sorry. Do you think that Patricia will get fired today? I don't know if you were here earlier. I don't know if they will. I guess it depends how the game looks, but I don't really think they will. I don't think they will because, again, I don't see, long story short, I don't know if they really see a huge benefit in that because, again, if you think you're going to lose anyways with him, you might as well lose and get a higher pick. And two, is there any guy on this staff that you think could step in and be the next head coach and actually could, potentially, how would I say this, potentially audition for your next head coaching job? I don't know if there's a guy on our staff. I mean, aside from Braden Crooms, who's a special teams coach. I mean, yeah, he's doing good with special teams, no question, but that's a lot to ask. And who knows if he's even up for that responsibility. But I don't know if there's a coordinator and I'm like, hey, this guy, like, I don't want Bevel as my next head coach. I don't think the team would look any better. I mean, maybe you could just try it, but I feel like usually you do that stuff early in the year. Bring back Jim Schwartz. Man, the one thing I loved about Jim is just his energy, dude. Just his energy. You can't not love his energy. Was he the best coach? Probably not. But you loved his energy, man. You just loved it. With KC team, you will get John Rich. I can't, man. This is my team. I love this team, man. I can't. Special teams coordinator for interim head coach. I mean, that'd be the only option that I think you could do, right? I mean, it's a lot to ask for a special teams guy, but I mean, that's the only thing I would do. We should get Ben McAdoo. Oh, man. We have the same offense every week. Tell them, Alex. You know what it is, dog. You know it. Hey, I feel like we let Stafford go and pick up Cam Newton this free agency. Okay. Bring back Jim Schwartz. Bring back Fonts. Don't limit yourself by considering people. That's kind of where I'm at, though. I'm kind of limiting myself to that, Brandon. The reason why is because, well, I've looked at the history of our team, and that's what I think. I think we need a guy that knows how to take it over. And as an outside perspective, not knowing Eric personally, not knowing these guys personally, I can't say, well, I know he could do this. I can feel it. I can see it in him. I know he can do it, right? I can see by stats and by numbers and by what he's done, okay, boom, this guy has done it before. And again, if you look at our history, our 5 best coaches have either been part of the organization and then they took over. Hey, maybe that's Braden Coombs. Or they have been a former head coach that took over and they did some good things. Actually, one of our players was a player on our team. Then he became an assistant, and then he actually took over their head coach. That was a long time ago, but he had a lot of success here. That's where success comes from. I think that's what Detroit needs. I really think Detroit needs a guy that knows how to build a team. I don't need a guy that can be the best at scheming up something or, how do I defeat this team? Because as a coach, that's not really a responsibility as much as it is, here's my team, run the team. That's what I think the Lions need. They need a guy that can run a team. And Patricia didn't know how to do that. A lot of coordinators, they don't know how to do that. That's what I think we need. I think we need a guy that knows how to run a team and can bring that to Detroit and say, this is how we do it. This is how I do it, right? I know what this is like. You guys can look at what I've done. You can see what I've done. And I know as soon as I step in the store, what I'm looking to do. I think, for a new time of coaches, they're stepping in the door. They're like, okay, let's figure this thing out. What are we doing? How do I set up a practice? Like, that's stuff that you already know. You get a head start because I already know what I'm doing. I already know what I've done before, what works, what doesn't. I at least know some, and I'll build on that as I continue. I think we should hire my dog's head coach. Your dog's head coach? Okay. My prediction, 35-0 Texans. Yeah, y'all want to jump this up? Hey, you know what? I think we'll go how long should we go live? Let's say 15 more minutes. 15 more minutes. Hire a Hay school coach. Cooter is really leading the way for the Jets running backs. Is he? I don't know if that's a joke or I don't know if that's a joke. Oh my gosh. Need to find someone from the Detroit area. They know it. That could possibly work. I mean, maybe hire Dion. Hey, I'm here. If y'all want to try it, do it. But I tell y'all what, if you hire me, I don't want to be getting that hate when I do the press conferences, okay? Because I see y'all on the Lions YouTube channel. Y'all mad. Y'all mad at that man. I don't want to see that hate. When I step in there as head coach and we 0-6, I don't want to get them YouTube comments, fire Dion. I don't want that. Nope. I better not be hearing that. I'll be like, hey, I know you. I know you. Don't do that. Don't do that. You wanted me here. Now I'm trash. Now we're trash. I'm setting y'all up for a better pick, bro. That's what we doing. Oh, my gosh, man. Could you imagine? Oh, gosh. Woo. Man, okay. Sorry. I should buy you Mahomes. I'm sorry, guys. Calm down. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for Thanksgiving. Even if we lose, man, Thanksgiving will be fun. Hopefully everybody has a great Thanksgiving, y'all. Y'all got any plans? From DC, Donald Trump head coach. Deion's dad will get mad if Deion loses. He would get mad. He would be yelling at me. You know, he would be getting mad. No, he'd be watching the game, be like, I don't know. I think we gotta clean the house. I'll be sitting there on the sideline. I'll be sitting there on the sideline like this, like Patricia. We'd be getting beat 50-0. He'd be like, oh my gosh, he'd be mad, dude. He'd take over the channel. He'd just be mad every single time. I hate this coach. We need a new coach. Oh my gosh, man. And then I'll come home and watch that video. I'll be like, dang, he really went off on me. He really did me dirty like that. You don't think Kenny Drew will sign here? I don't think so either, man. I think they waited too long for it, honestly. And again, we have no leverage towards him. We got no leverage because all we've seen is we need this dude. If we don't got him, we can't win. So, if the Ford sell, do you see a new owner moving the team? Ooh, I could see that. I really hope not. I mean, they're not going to sell the team, but I would hope not. I don't see them selling the team whatsoever because, again, why would you sell a football team? Like, what the heck? I could see him moving it maybe. You know, if like, hey, I like the warmer weather. I don't know, maybe, but I would hate that. I would be so upset if they moved the team. His dad would be funny. Man, he'd be out there roasting me, and I'd be like, well, dang, I'm the head coach, dog. Why you roasting me? You could at least take a little bit easy on me. Look at this. Hey, here's what I do. I hire him as GM. Ooh, hey, I hire the GM? Wait a second. I'd be the general manager. They need to make me the GM, then I can go get my buddy. Who's my buddy? I'll go get him, and he'll be my head coach. Oh, we be trash. Oh, we be bad. We be bad, dog. Y'all think this is bad. Enjoy 4 wins while you got it. That's what I tell y'all right now. Enjoy 4-6. Because when we get there, it ain't going to be 4-6. We going to be the Jets. We go 0-10. Hey, have the Jets fired their head coach, by the way? Are they rocking with him? My son lost again. Could you imagine your relative being like the head coach for a team? That'd be pretty awesome. Don't worry. I was going to GM, and I'll be doing talking. Oh, my gosh. Old people like the warm Florida. Hey, there you go, man. Old people like that weather, you know? You got to get one of them cups with the umbrellas in it. Oh, who has had one of those? I haven't had a drink with an umbrella in it in a minute. Those are just cool. I mean, they're cool. I want one of those right now that I said that out loud. Enjoy 4-6. Come on. Hey, wait, what do y'all say? 4-6 isn't good enough. I come in and say 4-6 isn't good enough. And we be 2-15. Hey, we go 2-14. 4-6 ain't good enough. Oh my gosh, dude. That be my campaign. Hey, Lions, you should hire me. 4-6 isn't good enough. Dang, you know what to do all that. Don't set yourself up for failure, man. That's a death sentence right there. What's up? Hold up one second, guys. I'll be right back. What's up?
Hey, come here, dude.
Well, I'm live. What?
Oh, you're online?
Yeah.
Oh, are you like shooting for your...
No, I'm doing a video. I'm live right now. I'm doing a pregame show.
Go. Never mind.
All right, my bad, y'all. All right, guys. So we got... Sorry. I have the perfect young lady for you. Maggie McGraw. That is Tim McGraw and Faith Hill's daughter. She's 21. Hey. I don't know who them people are, to be honest with you. I don't know who... Tim McGraw. That sounds like an actor. Faith Hill. That's a country singer name. I don't really know. I think that's who that is. You might have to pull some strings for that. I'm just saying. I mean, if you down, you know what I'm saying? Okay, stop. You know, okay. Lions gonna be 5-6 today. I like that. Why are you mad? I'm not mad. Look at me. I'm chilling. Like, okay. Belichick, Cower, country singer. Is that right? Am I done? I don't listen to country music, y'all. I don't know. You think I know? I don't know. I don't know, man. week when Dion went off. Hey, man, we y'all. Hey, if y'all see that, just realize it's nothing. It's nothing personal, man. We play around. We've done this way since we got on YouTube. Like since I did YouTube, we've been doing this for like dang near 7 years. If the Lions could just blow out some teams, it'd be a lot more fun. But it ain't. He's actually just pulled up. He just pulled up, man. We're getting set up for Thanksgiving. We're actually having Thanksgiving here, so it's kind of awesome. That's kind of exciting. Happy Thanksgiving. My bad, yo. My nose kind of messed me up. What's up, Dominic? Okay, let's do it. Sorry, I got blown. All right, let's do it. We got about a little bit left. Let everybody let me know your predictions. Can we get some realistic predictions? All right, I don't want to see no 72-3. I don't want to see no 58-0. All right, unless you actually think that could happen. Give me some realistic predictions. Why is Swift out? Swift still that concussion, man. I was hoping he played, but a short week, maybe that helped him out. Kept him out. Let me know. You love my dad's reactions. Let me know some predictions, y'all. Let me know your score predictions, man. But I want some good ones. I want some good ones, okay? I want somewhere like, dang, that sounds cool. I don't know if that'll ever happen. Okay, Alex King 35-0. You said that earlier, so I was ready for you to jump on that. Check out her video, Breath. Dang, BB, what you doing? Man, what you doing? What you doing, man? What you doing before Lions game? Hey, I'm just saying. You do before Lions games, my boy. Oh, snap. 69-4 Texans. Okay, if we find a way to score 4, I don't even think I'd be mad. Don't even think I'd be mad if we scored 4 points. I don't even think I'd be mad. Happy birthday. Yes, sir. 27-40. I can't read them all out. Y'all see it. Y'all see the chat. 35-7 special team score. Okay, you gave us a touchdown. At least he gave us the touchdown. I can rock with that. 20-24, 20-0, 31-27, 33-0, I can't read. Dang. Hey, Dion, you don't have to like the music, but you could like the country. Okay. I see you, Anthony. Hey, I'm just going to leave it there. 28-23 Texans. If we lose today, is Patricia and Quinn out? I don't think so. I just realistically don't think so. But they got to win today. All right, that's the only way I can explain it. You know what I'm saying? Remember, 45-14 Lions. Remember, hey, that was a good Thanksgiving game. 33-30 Lions. Look at my man. Giving us that dub. I like it. 32-35 Lions. 35-14 Texans. Pick 6 special team score. Alex King, you keep giving us extra touchdowns. Sooner or later, it's going to say 42-35. You ain't lying. Swift, 10K. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Hey, I appreciate all you guys. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you for that. Y'all are cool for that, man. We'll have to figure out something to do with that. Deshaun going to throw for 350 today. Lions will score 40. We got a chance. I hope so. Used to sing Sunday Night Football. That's where I know it from. Because I remember, I think that was back in elementary school. Yep, I remember that. Okay. That's how I know that from. Okay. Lions win 27-17. Look at my man JJ with the fist bump. Oh, man, I see you. Stop. Come on, man. You give me hype. Okay, I need to calm down. We got to get... Happy birthday. It ain't my birthday. What? Hey. Come on, man. Okay, we got to stop. Hey, we're about to end this thing here. I appreciate all of you guys stopping in. 38-0. Lions will go 7-9. Do you think Patricia comes back? I think 8-8 comes back. I think 8-8. That's my bold prediction. If we lose, our playoff hope's gone. Not technically, but they're pretty much gone. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Bevel can't force run today. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you so much for saying that. Thank you, man. Shout out to my man JJ. Whose birthday? I don't know. You know what? Just happy birthday. Someone's birthday out there. Happy birthday to them. Right? Have a good day. Today, you turn 27. It's like heaven. Okay. We're gonna end it here. I'm sorry. Y'all see me spitting there? I was spitting a little bit. I was spitting a little bit of fireworks. I can't lie to you. You know? Happy birthday, Dion's dad. Okay, his birthday is soon though. What is today? 2026? His birthday is on the 1st, December 1st, so it's soon. Not yet, but it's soon. So yeah, I appreciate all of you guys stopping in, man. Happy Thanksgiving, Lions fans. Yes, exactly, y'all. Have a good Thanksgiving, no matter the outcome. Don't let this game get you too far down, man. Have a great Thanksgiving. You know, spend time with everyone. You know, just have fun. You know, have fun today, okay? Let the Lions be a bonus when we get that dub, all right? Why have you not met my mom? She don't like being on camera, dog. She don't like being on camera. JJ, game over. Okay. Stafford MVP today. Oh, wait. Did they still do the thing where they eat the turkey after? Oh, probably not because of COVID. I wonder if they like have the, the turkey. Man, I miss that. I miss having a player eat that after the game. Hopefully that happens. They need some turkey, We need a turkey leg, We need someone to be eating some turkey today. Let my boy Carry-On eat some turkey after today's game. Chocolate milk, the best kind. It's pretty darn good. Appreciate you, JJ. Can you post a video of your dad ranting? Oh, my goodness. I could easily get one of those. He don't like doing camera, but once he gets going, it's got to get out of the way. It's got to get out of the way. Okay, I'm going to end it here. I appreciate you guys stopping in. I got to pray for the game. And, 12:30 p.m. Eastern time. Be back here. And we'll be live, man. Lions, Texans. Got to get it. Got to get it. Get it. Got it. Okay, we're going to end it. Let me see if I can pull this thing up. All right. Appreciate everybody stopping in. Heck of a turnout. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Have a great day. And I'm out. Okay, I'm not out yet. I'm almost out. I'd be out if I said I was out, but I'm not out. But I'm about to be out. Now I'm out.